Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
A warning tonight for local businesses. Several counterfeit bills have been found in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly has the details on these incidents and what businesses can do to protect themselves.
Local businesses in the Fargo-Moorhead area have had multiple run-ins with counterfeit bills. According to dispatch logs, 5 incidents have been reported in just the last 3 days. Some businesses have their employees check larger bills, but according to Fraud Fighter, $20 bills are actually the ones most commonly forged. Here in the FM area, multiple of the bills found to be counterfeit were $20 bills. These incidents happened at varying times at 5 different locations, including Cashwise grocery store in Moorhead. The good news is there are things businesses can look for to protect themselves. A U.S. $20 bill should have color shifting ink in the lower right corner on the number 20, shifting from copper to green when tilted. Another thing that is a dead giveaway is the watermark of Andrew Jackson when held up to the light. Counterfeit bills may have the image faintly printed instead of watermarked, so check this one closely. Also, blue and red fibers will be embedded in the dollar, not printed on the surface. Looking for distinctive characteristics like these can stop criminals in their tracks and keep them from scamming your business. In the Fargo-Moorhead area, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
Counterfeiters can face up to 20 years in prison and up to a $250,000 fine if convicted. For more information on how to tell the difference between counterfeit and real money, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. It's been cold today, but even a small bump up in temps is an improvement over a blizzard. Tomorrow is looking even better than today, but we need to get through some blustery conditions first. Robert?
Yeah, a little bit of a tough go of it as we head into tomorrow morning, and the negative numbers that we have right now, once they go away by tomorrow morning, they're going to be gone. Sub-zero temperature is gone for the foreseeable future, but still cold out there right now. As cold as 13 below in Wadena, minus 11 Fergus Falls and Wahpeton, 7 below Fargo and Grand Forks, 6 above in Devil's Lake. Those winds out of the south continue to increase, and we'll see those increasing as we head into tomorrow morning at times, gusting over 30 miles per hour, and going to continue to create some very cold wind chills. As cold as 32 below Grand Forks, minus 31 Wahpeton, 28 below here in Fargo. As clouds and southerly winds increase, we'll see temperatures rise towards tomorrow morning. We'll also see a risk for some snow showers, and some of those snow showers will be blowing around with a lot of wind out there. The wind will also create some very cold wind chills, as cold as 25 to 35 below zero by tomorrow morning. More on that risk for snow showers tomorrow morning, and a look at the first weekend forecast for 2019 coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Robert. Make sure you can get the forecast when you need it with the latest version of the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app. Download the latest version for free so that you don't miss important alerts. Just search VNL Weather in your app store. We have new information on a fatal crash that happened just south of Fargo on I29. We now know that Delmar Ruff of Fargo was killed in that 3-vehicle crash near Horace. It happened yesterday afternoon. A pickup and a van were heading north on I29 when a passing truck created whiteout conditions. As the 2 vehicles slowed, a semi coming from behind hit the van and pushed it into the pickup in front of it. Ruff was driving the van, and troopers say he was not wearing a seatbelt and was killed at the scene. The 2 other men involved in the crash were not hurt. There's still no word on whether anyone will face charges. In the wake of yesterday's deadly crash, we spoke with troopers and local driving instructors about how drivers should react when larger vehicles like trucks kick up snow and limit their visibility. The Highway Patrol says the best option is always to stay off the road when there are travel advisories and warnings. If you cannot, then be wary of overpasses where the wind can stir up snow more easily. Use on and off ramps to avoid those overpasses whenever possible. If you are temporarily blinded by the snow, take your foot off the gas, but don't slam on the brakes. Instead, try to stay calm and be patient.
Ease off the gas. Don't press the brake right away. You want to gradually ease off the gas and gradually start to slow down your car. It takes a little bit of patience, but it definitely is keeping your cool and not overreacting.
And finally, keep your eyes on the horizon. If you know what's coming up on the road, you'll have an easier time navigating it if you do lose your visibility. New Year's Eve in the southeastern part of North Dakota was pretty quiet, according to the Highway Patrol. Sergeant Luke Hendrickson tells us troopers made 2 DUI arrests last night. They arrested 2 others for minor and consumption of alcohol, and there was 1 open container arrest. Valley News Live told you how a local family came through in a big way for a man stranded at a rest area just outside of Moorhead on the coldest day of the season, and now that family has done even more. Yesterday, Ransom Guzman was on his way to Philadelphia when his car broke down and he wound up at the rest area. After seeing our story, Guzman says a family rescued him, taking him to the Travel Lodge and Suites in Moorhead. Now that same generous family bought Guzman a plane ticket so he can get to his family in Philadelphia. Stick with Valley News Live as we get further updates on Guzman's story. Meanwhile, New Year's Eve was a busy night for law enforcement patrolling the roads in Minnesota. The State Patrol reports there were 111 DWI arrests statewide from 6 p.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday. The State Patrol made 28 of those arrests. The State Patrol also responded to 116 crashes between noon and 8:30 p.m. New Year's Eve. 15 of those included injuries. 1 was serious. There were also 105 spin-outs or cars off the road and 3 jackknifed semis during that time period, according to the State Patrol. While most of us were watching fireworks in the sky or the ball drop on TV, a few others in the Valley rang in 2019 at the hospital, welcoming not only a new year, but a new baby. The first babies of the year arrived early this morning at both Essentia and Sanford hospitals. Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley talked with the families this morning and has more on our story.
It can't get much better than this.
The Nygaards had plans for a cozy night in to ring in the new year, but they got interrupted by the newest member of the family.
I was in the middle of a contraction. I overheard someone saying, "Oh, it's 2019, so not what I expected for the celebration."
Originally due on the 4th, baby Nadia instead made her way into the world at 4:59 this morning.
I did not expect it at all, but we had quite the New Year's Eve. But it's fun. We were happy to meet her early.
Making Brittany and Jared parents for the first time.
I mean, every baby's a miracle, and just to have her on my chest and hold her was just a rush of excitement and emotions all at once. It's hard to describe, but it was amazing, really.
And about an hour later, on the other side of town, Nadia was joined by this little bundle.
She is very tired. We've had a very, very busy day.
And baby Alora came 5 days early, just in time to share her birthday with another New Year's baby, her mom.
I thought it was going to be before. I didn't think she was going to come on my birthday, but she ended up being here, and it's the best birthday gift.
Adding she can't wait to celebrate the special day together as Alora gets older. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Both baby girls are healthy, and their parents say they should be able to go home tomorrow or Thursday. In 2016, there were roughly 500,000 service dogs helping Americans across the country. That's according to shareamerica.gov. In the last 2 years, 7 of those dogs have been trained in Minot, North Dakota. 5 years ago, Elise Parizic of Minot was diagnosed with a condition that left her in need of a service dog. But getting a new companion came with its own set of challenges. She was given the task of training the dog all by herself.
So with Ehlers-Danlos, my joints dislocate, and that includes my hips, knees, shoulders, hands, fingers, toes, anything that bends. My dog will pick stuff up for me. When I fall, he'll help me pick myself back up.
Her struggles weren't something she wanted others to experience, so she took on yet another responsibility, starting Nanny to Go service dogs. She says her challenge became a passion to train dogs to help others. For those of you driving to Frisco, here's a heads up from fans who took off today. They say Interstate 29 in South Dakota is not good. They sent us a photo and described that stretch of road as totally covered in ice, and it's still that way. There are several cars in the ditches, and speeds are no more than 60 miles per hour. At the time, or rather, we have just learned that I29 from Fargo to the South Dakota border was good, and conditions there improve near Watertown. Be sure to download the Valley News Live News app. You'll get breaking news alerts, school closings, the latest weather, and headlines, all for free. VNL News in the App Store or Google Play Marketplace. Later.